more than 7 decades, but had been destined for each other since childhood, according to one of Queen Elizabeth's bridesmaids.
I think she fell in love when she was 13. I mean, God, he was good looking. You know, he was a sort of Viking god. He'd never looked at anybody else, ever. And I think he really, truly has been a rock.
The couple married in Westminster Abbey on November the 20th, 1947. For the rest of his life, Prince Philip was a near constant presence at the Queen's side. He gave a rare insight into life behind palace walls when celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary.
I think that the main lesson that we've learned is that tolerance is the one essential ingredient of any happy marriage. It may not be quite so important when things are going well, but it is absolutely vital when things get difficult. And you can take it from me that the Queen has the quality of tolerance and abundance.
If this companionship came at a professional cost, it was one Prince Philip was prepared to pay.
Just to have been there all the time behind her and ready to have sacrificed his life. He did it too, sacrificed his life, because I think he would have loved to have gone on in the Navy and really made a career of that. So he sacrificed too. And so I think it's made for a wonderfully solid marriage.
The Queen and Lieutenant Mountbatten met before the Second World War when he was a young naval cadet.
His #1 job from the word go has been to, quote, support the Queen. Everything he does is in support of the Queen. It's just been one of the great royal romances, I think, of history. People talk about Victoria and Albert as a phrase, it just trips off the tongue, and I have no doubt that in years to come people will talk about Elizabeth and Philip in exactly the same way.
Famous for his energy, the Duke's health inevitably deteriorated as he headed into old age. The royal family Christmas was disrupted in 2011 when Philip had to be taken to hospital for minor heart surgery. 5 months later, during the Queen's Diamond Jubilee celebrations, Philip had to go to hospital again, this time with a bladder infection. Family came and went, and within days Philip was well enough to return home, but not to return immediately to his public duties. In the spring of 2017, Prince Philip effectively announced his retirement, saying he would give up official royal duties. A year and a half later, he was involved in a car crash, raising questions about whether he should be driving at the age of 97. Then, public appearances were reserved for special occasions, such as Lady Gabriella Windsor's wedding in May 2019. Prince Philip had been patron or president of some 800 charities, including the WWF. He was a renowned environmental campaigner. He also had his own royal heritage, being born into the Greek and Danish royal families, but he renounced those titles when he took British citizenship in 1947. So what of his role in the British monarchy?
I think a pivotal point of the, because he was the head of the family. He was it's his responsibility as a father to be that, and he does that extremely well.
Would it have been difficult for him, always in public, to be taking a back seat to his wife?
I would have thought that anybody who has that responsibility will find it, I would say, taxing. But when you have this whole concept in your blood, and you keep your sense of humor and your sense of dignity, then you carry it out beautifully.
And one thing Prince Philip certainly had was a sense of humour and a tendency to make gaffes. On a trip to Australia in 2002, he asked an Aboriginal leader, "Do you still throw spears at each other?" And when meeting the Obamas in 2009, a reference to world leaders. Prince Philip, serviceman, campaigner, great-grandfather, and a beloved husband.